So you see now that I only have 3 cards here, 2 were discarded, so we're pretty much playing the game from the beginning again. Hey everyone, this is Thekos, and today I'm back with another Button Shy game. A few days ago I just released my playthrough of Tossy Mossy, and now I will play through Death Valley again. The ones of you who know my channel a little bit better and longer know that I already did a playthrough of that, but that was, first of all, that was a few months ago, and also that was with the print and play version. That was mostly black and white, and now I got the really nice color version that I backed on Kickstarter, so I'm going to play through that today. I will play it without the Panamint City expansion today, just to show you the base game. Please let me know in the comments if you enjoy my playthrough and if you would like to see another playthrough with the Panamint City expansion, because I would love to do that too. But for now, I will just play through the base game today. I will play the solo mode against the AI. And before we do, let me just quickly set up the game. Well, and as we know from Button Shy games, the setup is usually pretty quick, and that's already it. You just shuffle the cards and you just put it here to the left, and then you turn over the first card. All right, so how does this game work? Well, let me explain that to you quickly. When it's my turn, I can either take that card or I can take the top card from the deck, which I can't see at the moment, of course. And then I will put that in my journey. You have to imagine I have 2 rows here in front of me. The top one is my journey. That is what I'm experiencing and seeing while going through Death Valley. And then I also have the bottom row, which is my scrapbook. And instead of taking a card, I can also rest and put a card from my journey in my scrapbook, so that card is saved. So when I bust in this push your luck game here, then the scrapbook is unaffected, but the cards also count toward that limit when I can bust. And the AI does something different. The AI checks always this card here and sees, would I or the AI bust? Then that card is added to my journey. If that hazard is already present in the AI's journey, then the AI will draw the top card from the deck. And if the hazard type is not yet present in the AI's journey, then the AI will just take this card here. The AI only has a journey and no scrapbook. You bust if you have 3 of the same symbols in your journey and scrapbook combined, or just the journey in the AI's case. The game is over if there's only 1 card left in the desert, which is here, where we pull the cards from. And that is pretty much the entire game. And then at the end, we calculate all the stars on the cards. There's none here, for example, but all the stars in the journey and also all the effects in journey and scrapbook together. And for the AI, we'll also count stars and positive point modifiers. And that's pretty much it. This will all get easier as we start playing. So I will start first. So we would have the scorpion here, plus 2 points for each mountain adjacent to this card. This is not really interesting to me. And also this would give no points to the AI. So I'm just going to draw the top card here and put that here in my journey. Furnace Creek. So if that stays in my journey until the end of the game, I get 2 points. And also when checking if you bust, ignore suns on cards adjacent to this card. Not too bad. So if I would save a sun down here and have one there, they would not count for busting. That's not too bad. All right, so now it's the AI's turn. The AI checks, but there is nothing to check because there are no cards yet. So the AI will just take that card here. All right, then we turn over that card and it's my turn again. So we would have water here as the hazard. 1 star. Scotty's Castle. When you bust, you may choose a card in your journey adjacent to this card. Do not shuffle the chosen card into the deck. Not too interesting for me either, and it's only 1 point for the AI. The star there, no points there. So I'm just going to take the top card here and have another 2 cards. Plus 1 point for every 2 stars in your journey. That's not too bad. And also that card doesn't count for busting because it's adjacent to this card. So far it looks pretty okay. Then it's the AI's turn. The AI will check. This hazard isn't yet present, So it will just take this card. All right, so we have a mountain here, 5 stars. Minus 2 points for each star, for each sun in your journey. So this card gives a lot of points. I could try to minimize the suns I have here. I don't really want to give this to the AI, to be honest, because the AI is going to take it because it doesn't have any mountains yet. But I don't know if I want it, to be honest. But, you know, well, I don't need to keep the suns, right, until the end. I don't have to do that. So I think I'm going to take this. All right, so it's time to mention another rule to you. So if you play the solo mode, you always play with the backseat driver variant that you can also choose to play when you play with two player count. The backseat driver variant just lets me, when it's my turn, take the card here and not put it in my journey, but in the opponent's journey. So that is possible. It is possible to actually bust the AI on purpose. All right, so the AI checks, doesn't have any mountains yet, so it's going to take this one here, plus 1 point for each visible card in your scrapbook. For the AI, it's just that plus 1 point. Okay, good. So let's continue. There's another sun. I wouldn't bust if I took that, because this one doesn't count for busting. Plus 1 point for each hidden card in your scrapbook. This can be really helpful. This can be very, very helpful. So, but I'm kind of afraid to bust. So I'm thinking to actually save one of these cards. Maybe save this card down here, but the AI would take this card because it doesn't have it yet. So, the AI is going to take this card if I don't take it, but the next one could be a sun and then I would bust. And I don't want that. So I think what I'm going to do, you know what? I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to take the risk and take this card and just hope that the AI is not going to bust me. Lucky, the AI is not going to bust me because the mountain will not bust me. It will also not bust the AI. So the AI will just take the top card here because it already has a mountain there. All right, so let me get that out of the way. Oh, would be another 3 points for the AI, 2 stars, and that 1 point down there. All right. So now it's my turn. Perfect. So now I will actually save cards. Plus 1 point for every 2 stars in your journey. I don't know how helpful that is, but I get 1 point for each hidden card, and that is much better. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to save this card by resting, and then I can also put as many cards as I want to from here there. So I'm definitely going to put that card down there, and I'm thinking about this one here. Maybe that one also, because I want to get rid of the suns to maybe minimize the points I get deducted here. So I'm going to put both behind here. And that's 3 points I get because I have that 1 star here and also plus 1 point for each hidden card so far. So that's not too bad. And this is going to go over here. Okay, so that was my turn. Now it's the AI's turn again. This one wouldn't bust either, but it doesn't have it already has a mountain. So it will just take the next card from there. Let me move that down a little bit, and that just more to the left, so we have a little bit more room. But I can also give the AI 2 rows because it only has a journey anyway, like this. So you see, the AI really does accumulate quite a lot of cards, so I need to be careful. What does this do here? As your action, you may look at the top card and add it face up to either player's journey. Well, it is not really interesting, and that 1 star isn't really great either. So let me just pull one from here. Plus 2 points for each water in your journey in scrapbook. Okay, we could go for water a little bit more. And there still is a lot of water in the deck because I don't have any and the AI only has 1. So there definitely is still water to be gotten here. Okay, the AI would take the top card here again. Let me just put that here. Oops, like this. Like this. Water and plus 1 point for each type of hazard in your scrapbook. Well, for the AI it's only that plus 1 point. Okay. Then it's my turn again. I still don't want that card, really. So I'm just going to take the next one here. And I bust because I have 3 suns. Alright, so busting means we're going to take the top right card here and discard it from the deck. So I'm just going to put that someplace there. I'm going to put it here so you know I have discarded cards up here. And these cards will be shuffled back into the deck. All right. So now it's the AI's turn. The AI will just take the top card here again. And the AI still doesn't bust and has that many points. Oh man. So what I can do now is I can just give that to the AI instead of giving it to me, because then the AI will bust. So, well, the top right card is the one I just added. So that one will be also discarded. And everything else will be shuffled back into the deck. I just did that because the AI is getting way too many points and the deck, well, there still are quite a lot of cards in the deck. So you see now that I only have 3 cards here, 2 were discarded, so we're pretty much playing the game from the beginning again. Because the AI had so many cards. Because I definitely need more cards in my scrapbook and in my journey and everything. And I didn't have the best start yet. Alright, so now it's the AI's turn. The AI will of course just take this card here. Of course. This would give the AI 2 points. Okay, so it's my turn. It's this one plus 4 points for every 2 cards hidden underneath this card. Oh, wow. And also get hidden cards here. Alright, you know what? I'm definitely going to take that. The AI will take this one here. There's a water card. I will definitely take this one because I don't care what I take. If I don't have any good cards, I will just put them down there. I just need different hazards so I don't bust. So one more card would be another 4, 5, 6 points. That's not bad. So the AI is going to take this card here because it already has an animal print here, an animal paw I mean, and I will take this card just because this way I don't bust. So, and the AI will take the mountain here. That's the one with the many points there again. Because negative points, like this one here, they don't count for the AI. Alright, so it's my turn. So do I press my luck, or otherwise I could also just put that card here by resting and putting these cards behind it. That's another 6 points. That wouldn't be too bad, right? Let me think how I'm gonna do this. I mean, I could take one more card. The problem is that the AI could then bust me. You know what? I'm gonna play it safe. I'm going to rest. I'll put that in my journey, the Devil's Hole, and put these 2 behind it. So I do have quite a lot of cards because these hidden cards also count for that one here. So that's not too bad. All right, the AI will take the top card here. Snakes, okay. So this one is plus 1 point for each visible card in your scrapbook. That would be another 2 points. If I do rest later on, I could maximize that. But I need to be careful because I could bust if I had 3 mountains. But you know what? I'm gonna risk that. That's not a huge risk. So the AI's turn. The AI will take this sun here because it doesn't have it yet. And then it's my turn. Okay, with that one I would bust. So either I take another card, or because we are almost done here, I will just rest. So that, because that would give me another 3 points, I'm just gonna rest. Okay. Then it's the AI's turn, and the AI will give that to me because I would bust. So this card is discarded. The other one would be shuffled back into the deck, but there is nothing to shuffle back. So it's my turn now. What I'm gonna do, I could now end the game by just taking this card, because then we would only have 1 desert card left, but the AI does have too many points. So I think what I'm gonna do, I will use the backseat rule again and give that to the AI. So the AI busts. This one is discarded. And we will start another round, just so that I can try to get a few more cards into my scrapbook. Especially since I do get cards for hiding points for hiding cards, and also points for just having cards in my scrapbook. So it doesn't really matter what I put there, and I will still get points. That's not too bad. Okay, it's the AI's turn. The AI will of course, get the 5 stars again. I don't believe it. So the sun, plus 2 points for each water in your journey and scrapbook. That doesn't help me a whole lot. it would give the AI 2 points, but you know what? Let's try to maximize our points differently. Great, that is wonderful. That would even be good in my journey, because I would get 2 points there and 1 point for that sun over there. Okay, so the AI will take this card here. Water, Scottish Castle. When you bust, you may choose a card in your journey adjacent to this card. Do not shuffle the chosen card into the deck. I don't know how exciting that is, to be honest, but I don't bust with that. So I'm going to take it for now. So the AI will also take this card here. The AI would also take this one here. Because if I take a card now, the round is over. So do I get more points? Well, actually, this would be great if I had it adjacent to this card here. That would be wonderful, but I don't. So if I rest now, then I would put 2 cards down here, and I would get 1, 2, just 1 point, I think. 2 points. But if I leave them up here, I get many more points, and also if I take that card, even more. So I'm going to take this card. I don't bust. And this card is the last card left in the desert, so the game is now over. Here, let me get a piece of paper to note down who got how many points. So we have AI, and also we have Sirthakos, that is me. And let's start with the AI. So let's see how many points the AI got up here. I actually played it quite well, I think, because the AI didn't get a whole lot of points. So AI is going to get 5 points, 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. And also 2 points there and 1 point there. That's another 3 points. 1, 2, 3. That's not a lot of points. I actually did quite well by not giving the AI too many cards. All right. So let's put these up here again. And also I will now look at my points. All right, so let's see. Let's pull them a little bit up here like this, and then I can write down here. Okay, so let's start with the journey first. 2, 3, I get 4 points for the 4 stars. And then let's look at all the effects. Plus 1 point for each sun adjacent to this card. That's 1 down there. That's 5. This one doesn't give me any points. Plus 3 points if adjacent to an animal. It's not. Okay. Plus 1 point for each hidden card in your scrapbook. I have 2 hidden cards here. I have 2 hidden cards there. That's 4 points and none there. So that's another 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I get 4 points for 2 cards hidden underneath here. That's 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And also I get plus 1 point for each visible card in my scrapbook, which is 3. So 1, 2, 3. All right, so I think we did pretty well because the AI has 9 points and I have 16. So that was a very good game. It doesn't always go like this. The last game I just had right before recording this one here. Also today I lost by I think 2 or 4 points or something like that. Maybe even more. I definitely lost the game. You can check that on BGG, by the way. Just navigate to the BGG, go to my profile. You will find a link to that in each video's description. And then you can check at my play records. But this one went pretty well. And also there are variants you can change the game. So you can make it a little bit easier. You can make it a little bit harder as far as I know. So that is pretty cool. Increasing difficulty. You can do it a little bit more difficult so that the AI gets more points, or that the AI wins if it doesn't bust more often than you. So that's pretty funny too. All right, and that was my playthrough of Death Valley. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I played it without the Panamint City expansion. Let me know if you would be interested in that, because then I would record a playthrough with the expansion. Also, let me know if you own the game, if you have played it, and how you enjoy it. All right, and that was my playthrough. Thank you very much for watching until the end, in case you're still doing so. Why don't you check out my channel? There are lots of videos there that you might enjoy. So it'd be great to see you there. And otherwise, I will see you in the next video. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Take care and cheers.